So Kara's at it again. She picked up this beverage tub at the local Walmart. You can pick these up at any place like Hobby Lobby or wherever. And so we're going to make that into a vessel sink. I already tested it, made sure, put water in it, made sure it didn't leak, because I don't want to figure that afterwards. We also picked up this faucet at Goodwill, a brand new Delta faucet. I'm a big fan of Delta, so I seen it for $12. I had to have it because I think they retail way over 100 and some. And then we had a butcher block, a piece that we had left over from our cabinets. I integrated a butcher block a cutting table into that. And so we had that left over. We're going to take the butcher block top and transform everything into a new custom top. And the first thing we had to do, though, once it was cut to size, obviously everyone is different, you put on some conditioner, and we ended up putting 3 coats of that on as specified on the directions. We're transforming an old dresser. I already removed the top off the old dresser, and we're going to install all this, and it should go fairly smooth, and I'll show you how to do it, and I think you'll be able to do it yourself. So first things first, we're going to plot out where we want everything. We're going to go ahead and center the sink out on the new butcher block. That just happens to work for us. The faucet, I'm going to have it just so it's mainly just going to fall over like that. So it's not going to be something that sprays out. So we want that to make sure that is in a good position as well. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to go ahead and drill this, get the drain attached, get the sink attached, and then drill in the faucet to make sure everything is where I want it to be. So we've got the center of the drain marked out. I'm going to go ahead and take the 1.5 hole saw and just go ahead and put a hole through that. This is a bimetal blade. You can pick this up on Amazon. We'll have the link down below. And as you can see how fast it goes. Okay, and that is it. The hole's in place. So the drain I chose, just a standard drain. This drain, you can purchase them with an overflow or without. This does not have an overflow. The overflow drain is the little hole on the side of the sink, usually towards you, allows air, and if it overflows, it drains out that way. But anyway, this is the drain I chose because I just wanted to seal on one side, and that of course is the top side, and to the metal itself. So the hole I'm going to have to drill is going to have to be bigger than this nut. So I chose a bit for that, and we're going to mark that out on the vanity top and drill that hole. So we're not going to draw a circle, we're just going to draw a center. We're just basically where we want to be, and if you're just eyeball that, and that'll take care of that. And then we'll take our drill and just blow through the top here. Just like that, we got a hole. So on our drain, it's got a backing nut here and then 2 washers. We're going to go ahead and remove that. And on this one, we're actually going to silicone the drain in place because we're only sealing from one side, and that is the top. So we're going to take this off and remove this piece as well. What I'm going to do is run a bead of silicone around the flange here on the bottom side. Then I'm going to install that into the basin, and I'm going to take the backing nut and pull that tight and tighten it from the bottom, and then I'll pull this until the silicone comes out. And that is actually going to have to dry and cure for a number of hours before you install any water on it. Otherwise you're going to lose your seal. Okay, I want to install this. And before I pull it down into the basin, I'm going to go ahead and put on my backing nut. Okay, so lucky for you, you have me to make the mistakes. The threading on this, the drain, doesn't go all the way up to the flange. So I had to end up reinstalling the one washer that was on the bottom and to take up the gap so it would tighten down. So now that that's tightened down, you can see that the silicone is actually squeezed out. I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and I'll wipe up the excess and clean that off so there isn't any residue left over. Okay, as you can see, it's all installed. The excess is wiped away. I'm going to go ahead and install the basin. I won't be applying any water to it, probably for a good 10 hours to let that cure. On this drain, this tail paste actually screwed out. This will have to be sealed before it gets installed. This drain did come with thread tape, but I'm just going to go ahead and use Plumber's pipe dope on it. So when it drains, it won't leak out. And just hand tighten that. Okay, just to go back, the reason I drilled this hole so big was to accommodate this, and that's so it will actually just fit down flush. So to attach the sink, all we're going to do is I get some regular tub and tile caulking. I'm going to just put a big mound here on all four corners. Maybe some right here. And you need to make sure you put enough that you can actually see the caulking below the bottom rim. And then we're going to take our sink and just drop that in place. And get our measurements. Alright, for our next step, we're going to go ahead and install the faucet. We're going to install this faucet about right here. I just want to make sure this water actually goes into the basin. So I'll just pencil mark that where I want that to go and double check. That looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to use the same 1.5" bit that I used for the drain, and that'll accommodate the faucet. Okay, so we are ready to install the faucet, and if you need any faucet instructions, we do have a video on how to replace and install a faucet, including changing the angle stops that are down below the sink. So I'm going to put this together, and that is basically it. I need to allow for the sink to set up underneath, and also for this to set up as well. And the only other thing I will do is I'm going to seal along the back here to make sure if anybody gets any water out of the tub, that it doesn't migrate down behind and you know, wreck the paint and get anything saturated. So basically that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun, and if you have any questions or comments, just give us a holler and we'd be happy to get back with you. And also share the video if you have any friends or family that are looking to change out the vanity top and do something more custom. We appreciate it, and thanks for watching DIY on the house.